You need an Elemental Lariat. I need an Elemental Lariat. We all need an Elemental Lariat. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us need an Elemental Lariat. What's going on, guys? Steven with Level Up MMO here, and this video is going to be talking all about, well, the Elemental Lariat. We're going to be going over what it is, how you get all the sockets in it, questions that I've gotten DMs about. The sockets, how to make sure you get the right stats on it, how to level it up, recrafting, all of it. We're going to be talking about that in this video. But before we get into all that, if you like World of Warcraft content or MMO content in general, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video at the end of it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It'll help me immensely. But now let's talk about this neck piece. So first off, what is an Elemental Lariat? So basically it is a really good neck piece. It's going to have the stats that you want up front, which is your stamina. And then you will use a piece we'll talk about later to be able to choose your secondary stats. But what it has is an equip ability. Your spells and abilities have a chance to empower one of your socketed elemental gems, granting 499 of their associated stat for 12 seconds. Now, depending on the level of the item you have, it is going to vary in terms of whether it's 499, 478, whatever it might be. Now let's talk about how you get it. So first things first, this is a crafted item, which means either you yourself need to be a jewel crafter that has the skill to make it, or you need to put in a crafting order at the new crafting order station. So what you do is you'll head over there, you will open it up, and you will go through these steps to get there. You go to armor, it is under armor. You will then go to the miscellaneous tab and select neck. Then you will click search. You could also just type it in at the top, and there you will see the Elemental Lariat. Now you're gonna need some things to craft this, and that is going to be a Spark of Ingenuity, which you either have or you'll have to wait until a week where they give it to you. You will need your Primal Chaos. You will end up needing those Shimmering Clasps, as well as an Limited Diamond, which are kind of pricey, and an Elemental Harmony. Then you will be able to select the items that will make the Elemental Lariat have the secondary stats that you want. These are called missives. So you will go, you'll search for the missive that is best for you, your class, your spec, right? You will take it, you will buy one from the auction house, and then you will bring it and you will slot it into the first spot, the customized secondary stats, and that will make your Elemental Lariat more set for you in particular. The next thing you can do is actually level up your Elemental Lariat. So the first one is going to be kind of your Primal Infusion. You will get that by either getting 10 Primal Focuses or completing the Razagath quest. There may be some other ways to get it, but those are the two that I know of and that are pretty easy to do. At least if you run dungeons that are Mythic Plus level 11, I believe, or higher, you will get a good chance at getting a Primal Focus. Once you have 10 of those, you turn those into Primal Infusions. That will allow you to make a piece between 395 and 405. That, however, does mean that people will have to have the skill to do it. So you want to check, which means you will almost always want to do a personal order. You'll post in the trade chat, say, hey, I'm looking for a jewel crafter that can get me a 405. Some people may say, hey, I guarantee you a 402 with the chance to proc it to a 405. And that's just going to be what you have to decide if you want to do. Then, of course, you'll have to discuss commission, or you can just post it up and put a commission in there, and you'll do it that way. You can also level it up even further, but it's a bit more difficult, right? You can go to a 418, but that is going to be a Concentrated Primal Focus, which you need 10 Primal Infusions along with even more Primal Chaos to be able to make. So takes a lot, but it can be done. You can keep pushing this item even higher. Now, if you're wondering how to get the 3 sockets because it doesn't come with that, you will want to get Tiered Medallion Settings. These will allow you to add sockets to this item. You can actually do it with some other stuff as well, so if you just want to add them, go ahead and do that. We are talking like neck pieces, we're talking jewelry here. We're not talking about like you can buy one and throw it in your armor or something like that. So head on over to the auction house, search for these. You will need the different tiers of them. Okay, so you can't just buy like 3 of the bronze ones and end up getting all 3 sockets. Not how that works. You're going to want to do the tiers up to where they need to be, but this is how you add the sockets. Now we can talk about recrafting, and I want to say up front, recrafting does not remove your sockets or your gems, okay? So you're safe on that front. You also will not need another Primal Infusion if you've already used one. It will just allow them to recraft it up to the point that you have the potential to get. So I had a 402 one that was crafted for me. I ended up getting it recrafted. I had to buy Shimmering Clasps and the Elemental Harmony again. I put it up there. I paid 5,000 gold to the guy and he recrafted it, guaranteeing me a 405. So that should be it. That should have all the details you need about your Elemental Lariat. If you need to figure out what stats you're looking for, go to Wowhead, Icy Veins, whatever, to tell you which missive you need to get for it so you know what your secondary stats should be. But now you know the steps, what you need to do to get the item from the crafting orders, and then be able to recraft it if you need need later, what you need to buy, all of that stuff. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, again, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me directly in the best way here on YouTube, you can become a member by clicking the join button down below. You can also come chat with me live at twitch.tv/heartbreaker_TV. I'm certainly accepting Prime subs over there. And of course, until next time, good luck in your adventures.